This is the FV215B, a British Tier 10 Tech Tree Heavy, a vehicle that was originally planned to have a nerf to its turret armor in Update 10.3, but because so many people complained that that was the only armor the vehicle had, Wargaming actually listened and decided to not nerf the turret armor. But they still went through with the other changes, which were all buffs. The mobility of the vehicle got quite substantially better. It went from, 35 kilometers per hour to now 40, and it still keeps super speed boost. That means the 215B can achieve a top speed of 45. That is insane. When you pair that with a gun that has 187 mils of hash pen, over 3000 DPM, 0.303 dispersion, and incredible penetration, you have created one of the most dangerous tier 10s on the battlefield. But it does have a lot of downsides. The FE215B is not just able to be played by anybody. If you get an average player, put him in this tank, it'll probably be the worst performing vehicle. Because sure, it has the mobility. It even has great turret armor and one of the best guns in the game. But it has literally zero armor on the hull, the track wheels, the side, everything. So if you ever improperly position the tank even slightly, you will get tracked and killed. I'll be honest, I'm not even perfect when it comes to the FE215B playstyle. I don't love the vehicle, but I've definitely started to enjoy it more as Wargaming has buffed a lot of the things that have always been very mediocre. Personally, I'd still like some more side armor, maybe a bit of a gun nerf to get that side armor, but that's just my personal opinion. Starting off, we're going to use that new 45 kilometers per hour of top speed and get all the way into the front line. I mean, look at how fast this thing is. There is not a lot of heavies that you can actually get away with this type of mobility in. So we're going to back up and just like that, get some bounces from our opponents. We got the 777 showing his lower plate, and wow, I can't believe that actually missed. Unfortunate. Good news is that we are going to reload very quick and actually pen the 777, tracking him as well, which is obviously what we want. So let's aim in on the 60. He's able to cut right through our turret cheek, though. I'm actually pretty surprised, to be completely real. That's not an FE215B armor moment, that's just him cutting through our turret. We get a nice hesh into the 777, and clearly that player needs to figure out what the heck he's doing, because he's not doing a great job at it. We get a nice shell into the 60, and we were able to back up right before he hit us, allowing us to actually get a bounce from the shell. Not too bad so far. Leopard drives in the open, nice 350 damage shot. Okay, we're up to 2,700 damage already. I mean, that's a lot when you think about it, and it really easily illustrates how this tank farms. We're up to 2,900 now. Unfortunately, even though we have all this accuracy, my shell decided to not go where I wanted it, but that's fine, because we still get a 360 damage shot into the Leopard, bringing him down to 13 health. I really don't think that player's enjoying our company, especially not after that final shell right there. We got a Jagdpanzer all the way in the back, and, ooh, come on. Let's fire a Hess shell. Why not? If that pens, it'll be a juicy 500 damage. Alright, currently we are not spotted, so we're just going to back on up at a very, very good side scrape, get a nice pen into the enemy 60 TP. We did not penetrate the Jagdpanzer, which we can see chilling all the way in the back of the map. Let's aim it on his lower plate. There you go. Easy shot, and we were able to pull forwards, not allowing him to hit us back. Okay, not too bad. Alright, the Jag turned sideways, and there you go. 540 damage. I mean, that's insane. I can't name any tier 10s that can actually get away with that apart from the 215B. We get shot by the 268. Pretty big bonking, but not the end of the world for me. We're also going to get shot by the 60 TP. Again, a pretty big bonk, but nothing that we can't handle. The 777, definitely a big threat, but one very simple shell into his tank solves that problem. The enemy team has a 4005 and a 268 at this point. We are going to pull all the way out in the open over here and get a nice bonk for 28. Just like that, a very, very easy victory. You can see just how good the 2 and 5B can be if played properly. 5,500 damage dealt in this game. I would highly expect this to be an ace because I just don't think many people know how to play this vehicle, but I could be wrong. Let's find out. 3 kills, 5,500, 2,000 blocked, and yeah, baby, that's what I'm talking about, a big old golden ace. So not too bad, we made 150,000 credits as well. In that first battle, you really got to see all the strengths of the 2 and 5B work together. We had solid turret armor, we were using our 7 degrees of gun depression at certain angles to shoot into the leopard, we HE'd the side of a Yag, and again, that's because we have 190 mils of Ash Pen. It's just insane what you can do in this vehicle. We hashed the 777, unfortunately our first shell missed him, and same for the leopard. It's a little irritating to have such an accurate gun and still get trolled by RNG every now and then. We easily could have done, I'd say 6K, 6,500 if our HEs had actually penned the Leopard and the 777, but at the end of the day, we did a lot of damage, we got an ace, and I mean, just the 2 and 5B is insane after the update. While that first game we watched was incredible for the 2 and 5B, I want to point out that I'm going 50% win rate in the tank today with 3,900 average damage. I mean, we are absolutely cranking the damage numbers out. But unfortunately, when it comes to World of Tanks Blitz, damage isn't everything. And our teammates just aren't allowing us to actually get wins. The FE2 and 5B, as I said before, has basically zero armor on the upper plate, the side armor, everything that you'd want when it comes to armor, this vehicle doesn't have. And because of that, it's very tricky to win games in. People that have hit points, autoloaders, they'll track you, they'll get you caught in the open, you'll fall apart. And even if you're getting out 3,800 damage battle like I am, if your team doesn't know what they're doing, it will result in a loss. Now we get a nice early game shot into the enemy object 260, and we're gonna get fairly aggressive here. We got the 50-41, and wow, what an unfortunate shot right there. I cannot believe that actually ended up missing. Alright, well, kind of a waste of my adrenaline to be completely honest, but we're going to push right on up, see if we can get some damage. Oh, come on, man. Really? Right at the beginning of the game, we're already getting penned. Well, the good news is we're able to finish off that enemy player. Just can't believe that we already got bonked for 700 of our hit points right at the beginning of the game. Alright, well, let's aim it on that leopard. Nice 452 shot. A big low roll. And again, look at how bad that side armor is on this tank. It's so dookie. You're always going to run into problems when it comes to this vehicle's armor profile. But we get a nice shot once again into the leopard. And just like that, you're gone. Alright, well, let's reload. We got the Sheridan. What is my RNG today, guys? This is the most accurate heavy gun like you'll ever find, and that's my luck right now. The good news is the Hesh is still working very well. We get a nice shot into the Object 260, and I don't think he's enjoying life all too much. That Sheridan was in the back. Don't know what the player's doing now, but I really could care less. We got the Yag showing me his big old booty, and bonk! Look at that! 502 shot into his vehicle. Is he going to get penned? He does, but not by the E100, but still gets cleared. Alright, well, we got the 268 also showing me his side. And there you go, another Hesh shell for 500 damage. This is a great example, though, to showcase how quick you can pick up damage in the 2 and 5B. We are already at 3,700. And this is basically what it's like the majority of games I play in the vehicle. You get a very quick and really effective farm out in the vehicle where you just get damage. But unfortunately, not every game you get damage in, as I said, is going to be a win. So I really like the 2 and 5B. It's a fantastic tank that, if you play properly, can do amazing. But I would recommend that you play it in platoon, either with a proper heavy that can take shots for you in the front lines, you don't need to worry about dying, or I would recommend with a medium. That way you don't need to worry about medium flank and you can do your job sitting hull down. It's an incredible vehicle, but I wouldn't recommend to grind it for the average player. If you're skilled and you think that you're up for the challenge, then get it. But it's a very tricky tank. One of the major problems now is that it has so much speed, you feel like you can get away with so much, but in reality, you get caught out in the open, tracked, and die. It's really fun to play, but really challenging to excel in. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. See you all in the next one. Bye-bye.